Hey guys, Devin here, Lifetime Preparedness. Good morning. It is Sunday. Thank God. Have off tomorrow. So, before the new year gets here, I figured it was a good time to talk about the next year. Move ahead to 2021. Talk about what possible events could be coming. What possible events could be occurring in the future of 2021. So let's talk about that real quick. What can I see happening? Well, here are my most likely scenarios that I perceive as most probable, and then I'll give you some that I think are possible, kind of always possible. I think the most probable scenario is actually a collapse of the United States economy, a collapse of the dollar, the value of the American dollar. I could see us going into a complete economic collapse or a severe depression. Might not happen, but I think that is the most likely scenario. If you look at everything that's going on in the world, everything that's going on in this country, it just seems to be the most probable thing that's going to happen, honestly. I actually think over what is the second thing, which is a civil war. This civil war is, or this divide amongst a nation it's all engineered. It's all engineered by China. That's my opinion, my view. I think this divide is all pushed, backed, and funded by China, and that's a little concerning because China is going into a military alliance with Russia. So it's at some point they said they haven't ruled it out. So that is concerning. That China has infiltrated our government. They're looking to, link up with Russia. And on top of that, they've orchestrated, funded, and added to this divide that is in America. And it's quite sad that people can't see through it. But I digress on that. So Civil War is number 2 for me. That is the most likely scenario, in my opinion. Number 3, and I could always think of something later that pops up in my head. It's like, oh, hey, this thing could happen more likely than this. Always happens. But I think a foreign adversary takes out the power grid, whether that be by EMP or by taking out a whole bunch of stations at once, cutting lines, hacking. There's so many different ways they could do it, but I think that's the third most likely scenario. And with that being said, I actually think that is the worst possible scenario. I really do. I think that's the worst. People wouldn't be able to survive as long as just the economy collapsing. Wouldn't be able to do it. Get some coffee, guys. So yeah, I think that's the third most likely scenario. And now, let's get into some things that can always happen. One, something along the lines of Yellowstone happening. Just a little more extreme, but Yellowstone is always possible. And, that's something just to be mindful of. I don't think it's something we should fear right now, but it's something we should be mindful of. It's a possibility. It is. The next thing is mass coronal ejection. That could also take out the power grid. And that's possible at any point. Any point in time, that's able to happen. So we can't count that out any year. And the next thing, tying back to number 3 with Russia and China, is World War III. I think World War III is on the horizon. I don't think in my opinion, I don't believe it'll happen in 2021, but at least I don't know if we'll know that we're at World War III. We're in World War III in 2021. I actually already believe that the war has already started, World War III, but that is just my opinion. The history books may write it the same. I don't know. We gotta wait and see how things play out, but because who knows? The war could have started in 2018 for all we know. So, yeah. World War III. Along with that, there's always possibility of nuclear war. That's always never a good thing. Never a good thing. And all the things that have to do with it. I'm not going to get too deep on things in this video. Just talking broad topics here. As well as, regular natural disasters as well. We should always be ready for whatever natural disasters that are coming for our area, like hurricanes if you live in Florida, or even up by me. We get some bad hurricanes every 5 years. We get a really bad hurricane usually. Sometimes longer, but we usually get one, even if it's not that bad. But we definitely get winter storms. I mean, you guys seen the 2 feet we had. And thankfully, that didn't knock out too much power, at least in my area. So, winter storms, natural disasters, hurricanes, all those such things. All of those things are possible. I'm not saying, likely or possible, but possible, So, those are the things I think are most likely going to happen, and the things we also have to watch out for that are, possible. It's also possible we have a crazy severe pandemic that starts. That would be bad if we had a really bad pandemic, to put it that way for you. That would be horrible. So that's a possible scenario as well. I mean, you can never discount it. You got to, be mindful of it. It could always happen, But, anywho, those are the scenarios that I think are most probable, and also some that are possible. I'm sure I forgot some, but those are some of them. Those are the big ones I want to share with you guys. I'm heading to work. So, yeah, guys, if you want to show support for the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and hit the bell. YouTube may or may not notify you. My videos go up. Hit the like button and share with your friends and family. That is the most important thing. That way we can get the message of preparedness out there. The most important thing we can do is get people talking about it. Alright, guys. Go ahead and check my Instagram and Parler accounts. Those are lifetime preparedness for both of those. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a good one.